American materials.
Join our pledge to make the American flag truly American.
Visit showallegiance.com to get your high-quality American flag today. That's showallegiance.com.
To Cowboy Logic, everyone. What are you looking at? Hey, Don has shaved. I don't know if you saw him on 6B where he kind of had that scruffy look. I told him that.
Yeah, she told me, you got to clean it up, man.
Yeah.
Got to clean it up.
Especially since you're going to be on all these shows now talking about our song.
Hey! Every star, every stripe, guys and gals. You guys are pushing that song. It's like huge.
You guys rock.
It's huge.
Absolutely rock.
Woke up this morning to a bunch of text messages from LJ Fino saying, I think at the time it was number 25 in the rock downloads and 123 on all genres. Come on, let's push this thing to number one, okay? Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about it a lot later, and we're going to play for you something very special, which it'll be the first time you guys have seen it, and that is the entire music video for that song.
I want to talk about magistrate judges. Apparently, magistrate judges, from what I understand, and we can ask Peter Tickton about this later on in the show, they're picked by the other judges in the circuit court. Now, a lot of the circuit court judges in D.C., A, I'm sorry, they're not American, and B, many of them are Muslim. Now, if they are taking an oath of office, it's supposedly that they're going to uphold the Constitution, and they do it on a Bible. I don't know what happened about that. But this judge, this magistrate judge, who's overseeing this, the shooter at the
alleged guy that tried to assassinate Trump and his cabinet at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Right.
Okay?
Now, Glenn Beck was mocked years ago for saying that Obama knew about Saul Alinsky's rules for radicals. Now, have you seen Obama's new, whatever you call it, his presidential library, which looks like a big garbage can, quite honestly? Well, at his presidential library, he is actually selling Saul Alinsky's rules for radicals when it opens on Juneteenth, of course. But anyhow, Glenn Beck he's really done a 180. I mean, he was skeptical about Jan 6, and he was skeptical about all of the...
Welcome to the island, Glenn. Yeah, we appreciate the fact that you finally swam out to us.
But this is amazing. He goes against this judge, Faruqi, for apologizing to this shooter.
The outrage over January 6, those conditions were real. It's documented. And it was worse in many cases because it was dragged on and on and on and on, and no one would put a spotlight on it. But Faruqi, he knows because he handled a lot of those cases himself. So he knows the history. He detained some. He fined others heavily. But now, the man who literally pulled the trigger in an attempt on Trump's life, he's comparing, well, I was going to say apples to oranges, but it's not even apples to oranges. It's apples and hand grenades. So he throws in a dig about pardons not erasing history. Gosh. What is going on here? What is going on? I'd like to move that we have a lottery system and keep trials out of the District of Columbia, because I don't even think it's America anymore. At least in the court system, I don't even know what they're doing. This is a judge in the swamp treating a direct threat to the president of the United States with kid gloves while the system crushed grandma and dads for far less. Now, I don't know about you, but I think attempting to assassinate the president isn't a protest, okay? It's an act of war against the republic. It's aiming to decapitate the power structure that keeps the country free. Cole Allen doesn't deserve an apology from the bench. He deserves the full weight of the law. Secure detention until a jury decides, and if he is guilty, and I don't know how you get out of the guilty thing, we have him on tape doing all of those things. We have him on tape saying he's going to do all of those things. We have his written letter saying it. We have his family also say he was trying to do all these things. I don't know how you're going to find him, not guilty. But believe me, in Washington, D.C., they'll find a way. He should get the maximum sentence here. Judge Faruqi, with all due respect to the robe, because it looks lovely on you, it does. Your comments reveal a dangerous softness at exactly the wrong moment, okay? We don't need judges apologizing to assassins. We need judges who protect the innocent, deter the violent, and remember that equal justice means treating threats to the president that you don't like with all the seriousness that it demands, and all the seriousness you would give to the threat to a president that you do like. And notice the difference between those who were not carrying guns and knives and threatening to kill the president and those who did. I mean, if this is the standard in D.C., then yes, Congress, the courts, the American people, you have to demand accountability.
Yeah, and that is the standard in D.C., and for the better part of 4 years solid, we've seen that man's name on more court documents that have to do with Jan 6ers than I can even count.
Mm-hmm. And they're withholding the evidence. This is serious Brady violations. Tom Fitton from Judicial Watch had to sue the D.C. police to get these released. And, of course, D.C. police are still saying, well, it was an ongoing investigation. Well, it's not anymore, thank God, because Trump finally did vacate all of these just recently. So now the D.C. is saying, pay us $1.5 million and we'll release all the videotape. So what are they hiding? And we've said this before. The D.C. police, well, the Capitol Police especially, are like the Jeffrey Epsteins of D.C. They have dirt on everybody. And Republicans and Democrats don't want that getting out.
Well, we need to qualify the Capitol Police Board.
Okay, now, Governor DeSantis is doing something about these rogue judges. Check this out. He wants Tiffany Baker impeached.
I appreciate the legislature for passing this. But I will just say to my friends in the Florida House of Representatives, I don't think what you've done is enough. You have the power and you have sufficient numbers in your chamber to impeach this judge, Tiffany Baker. Until you start holding these judges accountable, they are going to continue to find ways to benefit the criminal element. This was an outrage. This was such an easy call to make sure that this guy was put behind bars, and this judge refused to do it, knowing the risks, and the result has obviously been a tragedy. So Florida Constitution vests the House of Representatives with the ability to bring an impeachment against a circuit judge with 2/3 majority. Last time I checked, we've got way more than 2/3 of Republicans. Honestly, I think some Democrats would vote to impeach given what happened in this case.
And it's all over. Here's what she released. A monster that was a known predator who went back to torture and kill a little 5-year-old girl. These judges all over the country should be held accountable, in my opinion. You've got Irina Zarutsky, her killer in North Carolina. Again, multiple priors. And the same with Lake and Riley. This has got to go. And you know what? It really boils down to the education system and the indoctrination that starts so young. I have 11 seconds. You might want to put in your earplugs here.
Oh, God.
11 seconds.
This is awful.
Because this is Becky Pringle and Randy Weingarten, presidents of the 2 largest teachers unions who make $500K a year each, screaming, while 99% of the union donations go to Democrats.
You are the community to this president's chaos. And together we build a future of opportunity and justice for all.
I mean, this is
Can you
insane.
imagine waking up, gentlemen? Can you imagine waking up next to that?
Randy Weingarten has no kids. She and her other significant other, I guess they live together, but she has no kids. She has no idea what it's like to raise children. I don't know about this other woman, Becky Pringle, but I mean, that is why.
I don't think I'm ever going to eat a Pringle again. I used to enjoy those. Ron, did you like Pringles? You only got 15
I love
seconds.
Pringles. Until today.
Not anymore.
Until today. Now.
I mean, this is what they've become. They're screeching. Anytime you see a protest, that's really what you see. These people are unhinged, and I'm sure the Trump derangement syndrome is in there as well. It's totally insane. $500,000 a year they make. Johnny can't read. Johnny absolutely can't read, but that's okay because they're making their money. We'll be back with more Cowboy Logic after this.
She hangs on the porch, soft and faded by time. Hose Valley Forge, cold and young blood in her lines. Last sack for the grave as they close weary eyes. A quiet promise beneath wide open skies. Every star holds a name. Every stripe holds a tear. Our boys are gone forever, but old glory's still here.
This is Fubo. It's your way to watch ESPN and other top sports networks. Plus, get coverage of your local teams all year long. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
This is a bottlenose dolphin, and this is the breakthrough nutrient doctors discovered that helped some dolphins age healthier than others. It's called C15, and the more they had in their diet, the healthier they aged. Now, over 100 peer-reviewed studies later, Fatty 15 is bringing this discovery out of the ocean into everyday life to give your cells the same age-related benefits as all those happy, healthy dolphins. Fatty 15, healthy aging for all.
Did you know that thousands of authors across the country have written books and published them with Page Publishing? If you've written a book, Page Publishing can help you through the process. We cut through the confusion of the publishing world to make it easy for you.
Call or scan for your free writer's guide today.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm. Please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Call the number on your screen.
Call 1-800-854-0295.
This is my calling, called in pain, born for the fight, baptized in flame, America bleeding, I heard the cry, Green Beret warrior, live free or die, never forget. Never forget. Steel birds screaming through the night, mountains closing in, no room for light, frozen ground, no place to sleep, waiting in silence, counting the beats. Down in the dark, engines and guns, death being packed for the innocent ones. Finger on trigger, breath held tight, waiting to bring hell from the sky. Targets marked, no turning back, justice loaded, ready to crack. This is my calling, called in pain, born for the fight, baptized in flame, painted the target, thunder overhead, shockwaves screaming, bury the dead, never forget. Never forget.
Never forget, everybody. That song, again, maybe someday it will be released. We may even redo it a little bit, but that's for our brother Jeff McKellop. And that song, the lyrics for that song, the story behind it, based off of an email that he sent us September 11th. Why do I always say November?
I don't know, but it's September 11th.
September 11th of 2023, while he was sitting in the Fort Worth Medical Treatment Facility, which it translates to a prison that's considered a nut house.
And we are going to have Peter Tickton on later on in the show, talking about an even greater significance of September 11th, which I didn't know about, and we'll tell you all about it later on in the show.
And we're also going to have Lego Man, Robert Morse's brother, from a different mother.
They really do look like twins.
Wait till you see, you guys have seen him before, Dr. Henry Ely. Wait till, now that we've said that, you're going to get a good laugh at it, because
he looks like Lego Man.
He looks like Lego Man.
Lego Man
a lot of
like
it has to do with the hair. But
actually, Lego Man probably looks like Dr. Ely, because Dr. Ely's a little bit older, so he was here first.
That's true. That's true.
All right, speaking of never forget.
Hey, by the way, before you get into that, remember, everybody, you can thune a piano.
But you can't thune a fish. And it wasn't the radiators.
You have to laugh.
It wasn't the radiators either.
It was REO Speedwagon. It was the name of an REO Speedwagon album.
It was a great album,
too. You can thune a piano,
but you can't
thune a fish.
And you can stop all of Trump's recess appointments as well, because you know what? It's really, if X is awesome.
But you can stop all of his recess appointments, but you can't look in a mirror, can you, Thune?
Well, I don't know. There's so many pictures of him talking about, how great things he's doing up there in South Dakota. Meanwhile, you got to love X, because X has like almost every single state that shows you hundreds of thousands more voters that are ineligible that still voted, including in South Dakota. So a lot of these senators that are not going to vote for the Save America Act might know deep down that maybe they weren't really elected to begin with, but that's something we're going to have to deal with because the state
81 million votes.
My ass. That's true. All right. Let's never forget Governor Kemp. Okay, let's go back to the 2020 election. The GBI, the Georgia Bureau of Investigations, never showed up when shredding trucks at the Cobb County Arena were there the next day. Our good friend Sally Grubbs is now big part of the Georgia Republican Party, was just a citizen. She noticed it back then, called it in, and they never showed up. Weird. Well, the head of the GBI at the time was a guy named Vic Reynolds, who Governor Kemp later appointed to a Superior Court judgeship. We've talked about this in the past. Scott McAfee, the Inspector General, who did nothing about the obvious lies of Brad Rassenberger about doing an audit of the Dominion machines after the election, was also promoted to a superior court judgeship as well by Governor Kemp, because they really just did not look into the election. And a woman named Allison Sosibi, she whiffed on the audit as well, and she too got a Superior Court judgeship.
She did what on the audit?
She whiffed. She whiffed.
Now, I played a lot of baseball. Does that mean she swung and missed?
We need a change here in Georgia. Governor Burt Jones, please vote for Burt Jones. Voting has started. Lieutenant Governor, we've had Greg Dolezal on. He's awesome. He's going up against Sharia law. Secretary of State, we've had him on, Vernon Jones. For Senate, Mike Collins. And Ryan Millsap is running for Mike Collins' seat in Georgia 10.
He's a badass.
He is great, too. Tory Branham.
We like that guy a lot.
Tory Branham, Georgia 12th.
Another badass.
I love Candace Taylor, Georgia 1. She'd shake things up. And for AG, Brian Strickland. By the way, remember that the voting has started. And John Ossoff, by the way, also opposes the SAVE Act. And he took $700,000 from the Southern Poverty Law Center.
That tells you about all you need to know right there.
I also want to say, never forget, it was Donald Trump, believe it or not. Well, Donald Trump, who stood up for Michael Jackson. Ron, cut number 4. I want to switch things around here a little bit. Back in 2004, when Kamala Harris tried to prosecute him, meaning Michael Jackson, that has just resurfaced. She actively worked with the Santa Barbara Police Department while Trump stood up for Michael Jackson.
That could mean life in prison, and cases like this can depend on the testimony of the child accuser.
In general, the child will be able to recall and recollect with some detail the incident, and that is persuasive to a jury, even if it is the only testimony that is available.
Jackson gave a wave when he was released after booking. He's scheduled for arraignment in January.
Michael's been a long-time resident of Trump Tower, and last night the Donald strongly reiterated his defense of Jackson with Larry King by going after the accuser's mother.
She's had plenty of experience at going after people, and she goes after them viciously and violently, and I saw a story and I read another story about some of the things she's done, and I don't believe it.
But you know what it's like when an indictment comes down.
It's tough.
It's presumption.
It's tough. It's tough to win, but I have a feeling he's going to win, Larry. The interesting thing is I've known Michael from many different standpoints, and Michael would spend a lot of time with my kids. I have beautiful kids, and at the time, like at Mar-a-Lago and even in Trump Tower, the kids were very young. Michael would come, play with the kids. He just loved children. He was not a child molester, and I am certain of that. He loved children. He'd play with my son Eric and my son Donald, and he'd just play with them forever. He loved children, but he was not a child molester. And, you know, that whole final saga of Neverland and the police and what they did was, I think, a very, very bad part of Michael's life.
All right, you guys remember that last year we interviewed Brandy Jackson, who is Michael's brother Jackie Jackson's daughter. We did that interview for an entire hour and went into this in depth. So if you guys want to go back and look at that, go to our Rumble channel, pull up Brandy Jackson.
I want to lighten things up. Ron, I want to go to cut number 6 here. Folks, there's nothing better than diaper diplomacy.
And we have a big search for fraud. Very little. You know, when people get arrested all over Minnesota, all over California, wait till you see what we're coming up with in California. Gavin Newsom is not good. But he gave the worst interview a month ago. Did you see it? Where he said he was incompetent, he can't read, he can't write, he can't do it. He said he's horrible for testing. We should give him a cognitive test. I took 3 of them, aced all of them, by the way. You know, I'm the only president to take a cognitive test, because I don't think Obama could pass it. I don't. Didn't he get into Harvard with a C average? I don't know. What's that? I don't think he could pass it. I don't think, well, Biden isn't. Give me a break. You know, the first question is very easy. It's a lion, a giraffe, a bear, and a shark. They say, which one is the bear? And everybody says, 30 questions. Everyone says, very standard. It's a very standard test, but very tough around those last 10 questions. Not too many people, even in this very room, unlike Newsom, I'll say, this room of geniuses. He said, I'm in a room of dumb people. That was not good. That was not good. You know what happened to him after that? It wasn't a pretty, but I'm in a room of brilliant people, but a lot of you wouldn't have been able to answer those 10 questions.
Gotta love it. Especially the shark. I think we're going to need a bigger boat. I mean, right now, Obama is up in Canada, and he's, I think, working behind the scenes, just like he was in the UK, trying to undermine a sitting president. This is scary stuff. And we're going to talk to Peter Tickton about all this stuff later on in the show as well.
That's right. We're going to talk to Lego Man's brother, too. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to break. Next segment, we're going to show you something you haven't seen before, and that's the music video for Every Star, Every Stripe in its entirety. It's the lyric video, Every Star, Every Stripe, when we get back.
Here's to the fallen, they stood in the gap. To the laughter and letters that never came back. I'll hold you close till my last breath is gone. Oh, glory, sweet glory, they'll carry you on.
Patriots Relief, your America First CBD company. We are Christian, conservative, and committed to helping you feel your best. Are you tired of chronic pain holding you back? It's time for a change. Experience the remarkable healing properties of CBD, expertly designed to alleviate pain and promote internal balance. Patriots Relief is here for you. Visit our website or call now. Use your promo code to unlock exclusive savings. Patriots Relief, helping you get out of pain and live life to the fullest.
250 years ago, ordinary men and women did something extraordinary. They stood up. They spoke out. They chose freedom. They didn't know what the future would hold, only that it was worth fighting for. And now, that future is ours. At 250 years strong, America stands at a crossroads once again. Not defined by politicians or headlines, but by the character and courage of her people. That's why millions have joined AMAC, not just for benefits, but to be part of something greater. A voice for freedom, a force for truth, a movement of Americans who still believe in this country and are willing to stand up for it. As we celebrate 250 years of liberty, we're not just honoring the past, we're shaping the next 50 years together. Join AMAC. Stand for freedom. Be part of America's next chapter.
Water, nature's ultimate cleaner. We drink it, we bathe in it. Think water, think steam, think clean. Now harness the power of water with the H2O X5 5-in-1 steam cleaning system.
I'm so impressed with the X5. It's an all-in-one product, so I can use it throughout my entire house.
It's cleaning, it's sanitizing, there's no chemicals in it. It's just steam.
This is unbelievable. There is no more odor.
5 minutes, I'm done. Look at that, it's amazing.
If you're ready to step into an effective, economical, and eco-safe world of cleaning, look no further than the H2O X5. Using just the power of superheated water, the X5 Super Hot Steam cleans and kills up to 99% 99% of germs, viruses, and bacteria. You could spend over $500 to purchase the products that the X5 5-in-1 Miracle replaces. But through this special TV offer, you won't spend $400, $300, or even $200. Order your H2O X5 steam cleaning system, a $500 value, for just 4 easy payments of $43. You'll get the X5 steam mop with microfiber pad, the carpet glider, the handheld scrubber, the window glass and mirror attachment, and the garment and upholstery bonnet. It's a complete 10-piece system, all this for just 4 easy payments of $43. But it gets even better. Order now and we'll upgrade your X5 package. We'll add a 6th mode with a dusting and polishing wand. Valued at over $30, this extra bonus attachment makes your H2O X5 the H2O X6. That means your 10-piece system becomes a 12-piece system at no extra cost to you. If after 30 days you're not absolutely delighted, send it back for a full refund of the purchase price. Don't wait. Now's your chance to own the X5 for just 4 easy payments, and we'll make the first payment for you. You get the X5 incredible 5-in-1 lightweight, powerful 12-piece steam cleaning system, a $500 value, all for just 3 easy payments of $43. This offer can't last forever, so call or click right now.
Every star holds a name. Every stripe holds a team. Our boys are gone forever, but Old Glory's still here. Here's to the fallen. They stood in the gap, to the laughter and letters that never came back. I'll hold you close till my last breath is gone. Oh, glory, the sweet glory will tarry
Every star, every stripe. Let me first thank you guys. The morning of the 9th of May, which was the morning after this actually was released through Real America's Music, you guys jumped on the bandwagon and you sent this thing as of, well, today is the 9th, okay? So,
but it's going up the charts.
Yeah. It was, I got text messages very early that it was number 25, I think, on the rock charts on iTunes. And then Dr. Gina hit us and said it had moved up to 18. You guys are pushing this. And as I mentioned on Live from Studio 6B on Friday night show, a week ago now that you're seeing this, this could be number 1 at this point. I don't know. But
that would be awesome.
What is so beautiful about Real America's Music, which is the music distribution division that was started up, LJ Fino is running that with the Zen Master and with Parker Sig. And
that's Zen Jr.
Yeah. The beautiful thing about this is you guys, our beloved viewers, have the ability to drive these songs way up the charts by downloading them. Streaming isn't going to do it. It's got to be the download, $1.29.
Yeah, not even.
I even bought my own song today. Having said that, you have to buy it, by the way.
Yeah.
Ron, you better buy my song or our song.
You have to help me because technically I have no way to do this. Yeah,
yep, Ron's buying it right now.
There you go.
Having said that, you are giving a voice in a very secular world to patriotic, family-oriented, God-loving recording artists. And you've got the power to move the needle with regard to an industry that is really secular. And I think it's just cool as can be when we see these Real America Music artists topping those charts.
Yeah, such an honor to be in that.
Listen, before we eat too much time up here, we want to give you something you haven't seen, and that's the entire music video for Every Star, Every Stripe.
hangs on the porch, soft and faded by time. Hose Valley Forge, cold and young blood in her lines. Last sack for the grave as they close weary eyes. A quiet promise beneath wide open skies. Every star holds a name, every stripe holds a tear. Our boys are gone forever, but old glory's still here. Here's to the fallen, they stood in the gap, to the laughter and letters that never came back. I'll hold you close till my last breath is gone. Oh, glory, sweet glory, they'll carry you on. Iwo Jima's black sail, that flag raised up high. One Marine never came back to his bride. Gettysburg silence, desert deaths far away. You've covered so many on their final day. Every star holds a name, every stripe holds a tear. Our boys are gone forever, but old glory's still here. Here's to the fallen, they stood in the gap, to the laughter and letters that never came back. I'll hold you close till my last breath is gone. Oh, glory, sweet glory, will tarry at Arlington's rose, white stone standing still. She drapes every hero against their last will. The finest slow salute, a widow's soft tears. Your colors bring comfort to all of the years. Every star holds a name, every side holds a tear. Our boys are gone forever, but old glory's still here. Here's to carry you.
You know, as many times as I've seen that, I make it through till the very end, and that little boy, oh my God, that famous picture of that little boy holding that. It's unbelievable how moving that song is. You're going to have to do an awful lot to top that one. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
and
we're working on it.
I've seen that video dozens of times.
Yeah, you helped make it.
And we have so many friends who have served, and those who haven't served feel the same way I do. It does bring a tear to your eyes.
Well, we hope by showing you that video, those of you that haven't downloaded the song, it's $1.29. We're not in this to make the money at all. We are in it to teach a secular music industry that recording artists that have faith, family, patriotism, MAGA, we're a powerful force to reckon with, and you guys are why. So you're going to see clips of this closing out the show for the entire month. We would appreciate it if you didn't wait till the end of the month, till Memorial Day, to actually start downloading this thing. But share it with your friends, encourage your family to download it. Let's drive these numbers through the roof and get the secular recording industry to pay attention to the artists that have been signed to Real America's Music. You can make a statement with this. We'll provide you the tools. We'll provide you the songs. You guys are going to be the ones to drive it to number one.
We can't do it without you.
And God bless you for downloading it and supporting us. We appreciate you and we love you. We'll be right back.
Iwo Jima's blessing, that flag raised up high. One Marine never came back to his bride. Gettysburg silence, desert dust far away. You've covered so many on their final day. Every star holds a name. Every stripe holds a team. Our boys are gone forever, but Old Glory's still here.
Leaf Filter is America's #1 gutter protection system.
Yeah, because it's built right.
But you didn't just take our word for it.
I didn't. I went to an install, I saw how it was built, I took it apart.
Then you know, Leaf Filter is designed to keep debris out of your gutters and water flowing. And you get a lifetime guarantee.
When it's built right, it shows. That's why it's Homes Approved.
It's good to be #1.
Always.
Schedule your free gutter inspection today. Call 877-77-HOMES or visit leaffilter.com/homes.
This is Fubo. It's your way to watch ESPN and other top sports networks. Plus, get coverage of your local teams all year long. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
Hey, I'm Dr. Drupinski. I've been looking at the aging process for a long time. Fatty 15 actually slows it down. Fatty 15 comes out of Navy dolphin research. Without the C15, our cells become fragile and age and oxidize. This pushes that back. That's why I take Fatty 15.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real It's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm. Please send me more. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Call the number on your screen.
Call 1-800-854-0295.
Do you ever feel it? That something is wrong with the world, like a splinter in your mind? The Matrix isn't fiction. It's real. A prison built not of walls, but of lies. I saw it young. Hollywood dreams, silicon toys, news anchors with plastic smiles. All tools. Tools to shape perception, to cage thought. Behind the curtain, puppet masters move. They don't wear uniforms, they don't need guns. They run psyops so refined, the Army's ghost unit seems quaint. These are the true threats to America, to Trump's success. You ask who they are. If I told you, would you even believe me? Their network hums not in Congress or courts, but in the cold, sterile halls of globalist think tanks. Foundations with friendly names, but sinister goals. They fund chaos, open borders, climate hysteria, digital leashes. They write the scripts, censor the dissent, push CBDCs to track your every step. But I see through it, and so does he. Did you think the last administration was in charge? Orders signed with an auto pen while the world burned. Now Trump's returned. MAGA isn't a campaign, it's a counterattack. Knight to F3, the center seized, but the board is still crowded. Bureaucrats, media pawns, globalist bishops, they will not surrender the game because Trump is the one variable they cannot control, unbought, unbroken, the voice of the people. And if the people ever wake up, if they ever see the psyop for what it is, they'll burn the system to the ground. The real war has only just begun.
Soul to cure, wrapped in control. Lies build walls around every soul. Shame the brave, left them behind. The greatest scam of all mankind. They called it science, we call it faith. Disinteration, careers erased. Cry it loud, rewrite the lie. We survive manufactured consent.
Now that's appropriate.
Hey, listen, you guys have been focusing a lot on the song Every Star, Every Strike, and we appreciate that. Someday, we're going to release Manufactured Consent. That's the song that you just heard on that intro. That's a pretty cool song, and it's all about COVID, those of us that survived it.
I think we should call it a manufactured crisis, really, more than anything. And there's nobody better to talk about that kind of stuff than Dr. Henry Ely. Let's bring him on. There he is. We love him.
How you doing, Lego Man? Dr. Henry Ely.
What's up, Donner?
Hey, man,
so good to be here.
Your twin got married a few weeks ago.
Everybody's got a twin. You are definitely Lego Man. All right.
I got to meet this dude at some point.
You do.
Yeah.
You'll have to to send you pictures too. Okay, Dr. H, you first of all, you're Brainiac, doctorate in naturopathic medicine from SCNM, a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering from UCLA, board certified. Well, you did work with holistic nutrition, obviously. Jackie Robinson Scholarship alumnus, more than 25 years. You've loved every minute of teaching about the beauty of God's divine design and immense healing power. What I love is what you say is love, logic, light, and freedom. There you go.
That's
and
right.
so right now, you are the founder of the Energetic Health Institute at energetichealthinstitute.org. And we want to hope you guys would join there. If you use a promo code 1776, you get a discount. But what's great about it, you have Zoom calls a couple times a month, and you are on the cutting edge of all things really health-wise, and you are the go-to guy for that. So this way you guys can have direct contact with Dr. Ely, and it's wonderful. It's a beautiful thing. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I want to
gotta tell you, it's fun being the chief nerd. Let me tell you, everybody.
I want to get right to this. We're seeing suddenly, and this is scary, and I've had some friends now, died suddenly. We're now 5 years, almost 6 years post-COVID, or the vaccine, I should say. And I have friends who've got little brothers dying, people who suddenly weren't sick, getting turbo cancers. I lost my cousin. She was only 56 years old. She was in remission. They insisted she get the vax, and vax number 2 and vax number 3. She was up in New York, and her cancer came back with a vengeance. I mean, what can we do about this? I mean, Dr. Fauci is still a free man.
Right. Well, a couple things. First and foremost is just say no. We've seen this too many times now, the mRNA platforms. The first shot doesn't seem to be a problem. It's the second and the third that start to recombine with the original shot that are a problem. And it's something that we talked about a couple of years back at Healing for the Ages, when we had found that one study on cobra venom. They injected half of cobra venom, the protein code for it, into a rat. Nothing happened. Then they injected the other half of the code into a different rat. Nothing happened. But when they injected shot 1 and shot 2 into the same rat, the protein codes recombined and within 6 hours killed the rat. So this is what we're seeing with that second and that third shot. So they're going to put pressure on you when you go into the cult of Asclepius temples. Anywhere you see that stick and the single snake, you go into any place you see that symbol, they're going to tell you what you have to do. You have to have the wherewithal to get into this, Donna. You've got to get into the patient bill of rights. You have to make sure they acknowledge that there is a such thing as the patient bill of rights. You have to make sure it's added to your chart, and you have to look at the subsection D on it, because the subsection D is very clear. You have a right to refuse any recommendation, and they cannot withhold treatment because of any refusal on other recommendations. So that's the number one thing we got to do. Get
Section
your patient
D.
bill rights. Section D. And in fact, I'm going to pull it up for you so you can give it to your audience later after the show and everything. It's so crucial to the conversations people have when you go into these medical facilities.
See, here's the thing. They don't practice medicine anymore. They give it to you. They tell you what you got to do. And the young kids coming out of medical school today, quite honestly, I don't trust them. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. I mean, during COVID, I remember major hospitals not allowing organ transplants if the people weren't vaccinated. I mean, and how do you first do no harm?
Well, it's a direct violation of everything we believe in, and that's what's so problematic about it, Donna. When you get to it, I'm going to read this subsection D. So it's opinion 1.1.3 subsection D. This is according to the American Medical Association, and this is what every doctor is held to. Subsection D states, you have a right to make decisions about the care the physician recommends and to have those decisions respected. A patient who has decision-making capacity may accept or refuse any recommended medical intervention. Right there in black and white, plain as day. You bring it with you to every single conversation that you have whenever you're in one of those hospitals, and you make sure that they honor that explicit subsection right there. Add it to your chart note, because if they violate the chart note, now you can go against their medical license, and you can go against the hospital's license as well. You can find a lawyer and take them right to court and make some money in the process.
That's when you call Tom Renz. We love him.
There you go. Call Tom. Tom will take care of you.
Okay. When was your red pill moment that really showed you that modern medicine really was captured by Big Pharma?
Mine was probably way back when I was a little guy. They had injected MMR into me. And so I could go play football, which never made sense to me. Like I got to go get a shot to go play football, right? And within a couple of days, my kidneys went into acute kidney failure, super big fever. They almost killed me. I lost, Donna, about 25, 30 pounds I didn't have to lose. And so my dad would carry me to the emergency room at Kaiser Cadillac, and they would not admit me. I remember listening to conversations where the nurse would say, "You just need to take him home. He's probably not going to make it." And that's what they were about. And they would never blame the shot. They would never. My mom knew what was going on immediately. She was like, "You're never getting another one of those." But that's what it was. And so for me, it was like I had no respect or trust for them for a long time.
If you don't mind disclosing, roughly what time frame was that?
I was going to ask you, what year was that?
When was that?
I was 13 years old.
Well, yeah, but I have no idea when you were born.
I'm surprised that they waited that long to
Hold
give
on,
it to you.
I'm trying to. Okay, I think I know the year.
This is in the mid to late 80s.
Okay. All right. Well, hold on. Because I remember my son was only 3, maybe. Right. And that was the same time frame. And I remember they gave that shot, and I saw, like after they gave him the shot, and I'm thinking, is he going to be? I still remember it vividly, his face. And I remember thinking, is he going to be a different kid tomorrow because of all the autism and everything? Why do they have to do it all at one time?
Well, because they're psychopaths, and they pray to a different God, and we keep forgetting this. We do not pray to the same God as these people, and so they see our children as profit centers and sacrifice opportunities, and that's what it is. I can't say anything other, and I've actually done the research on this. This summer we have a book coming out called The Philosophy of Healing.
All right, hold on. We're up against a hard break, so let's bring that up when we come back. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you guys need to be taking notes. If you haven't already done it, get some paper, get something to write with. Second segment, you need to take some notes from Dr. Ely. You're watching Cowboy Logic, and once again, on the cutting edge of health. We'll be right back.
Here's to the fallen, they stood in the gap, to the laughter and letters that never came back. I'll hold you close till my last breath is gone. Oh, glory, the sweet glory will tarry
Hi, I'm Dr. Ron Paul. For 50 years, I've watched Washington betray the American people with dishonest money. Nixon's closure of the gold window made endless debt and war inevitable. Today, our middle class, our currency, and our economy are dying in real time. In my new book, Dispatches to Future Generations, I reveal how we got here, plus the solution, gold. And that's why I'm partnering with Birch Gold Group to give you a free copy of my book along with their free info kit on gold. Click below to get both right now. Inside the info kit, you'll learn how to move your IRA or 401k into physical gold. So click below to claim your free copy of my Dispatches to Future Generations and Birch Gold's info kit today.
Water, nature's ultimate cleaner. We drink it. We bathe in it. Think water. Think steam. Think clean. Now harness the power of water with the H2O X5 5-in-1 steam cleaning system.
I'm so impressed with the X5. It's an all-in-one product. I can use it throughout my entire house.
It's cleaning, it's sanitizing. There's no chemicals in it. It's just steam.
This is unbelievable. There is no more odor. 5 minutes, I'm done. Look at that. It's amazing.
If you're ready to step into an effective, economical, and eco-safe world of cleaning, look no further than the H2O X5. Using just the power of superheated water, the X5 Super Hot Steam cleans and kills up to 99% of germs, viruses, and bacteria. You could spend over $500 to purchase the products that the X5 5-in-1 Miracle replaces. But through this special TV offer, you won't spend $400, $300, or even $200. Order your H2O X5 steam cleaning system, a $500 value, for just 4 easy payments of $43. You'll get the X5 steam mop with microfiber pad, the carpet glider, the handheld scrubber, the window glass and mirror attachment, and the garment and upholstery bonnet. It's a complete 10-piece system, all this for just 4 easy payments of $43. But it gets even better. Order now and we'll upgrade your X5 package. We'll add a 6th mode with a dusting and polishing wand. Valued at over $30, this extra bonus attachment makes your H2O X5 the H2O X6. That means your 10-piece system becomes a 12-piece system at no extra cost to you. If after 30 days you're not absolutely delighted, send it back for a full refund of the purchase price. Don't wait. Now's your chance to own the X5 for just 4 easy payments, and we'll make the first payment for you. You get the X5 incredible 5-in-1 lightweight, powerful 12-piece steam cleaning system, a $500 value, all for just 3 easy payments of $43. This offer can't last forever, so call or click right now.
Drummers, Barn Party Drummers, including the infamous
DONNA.
If we don't say his name, he becomes very butthurt, and we can't have that.
But he's always there. He is always there in the barn. And we
some week we're going to use the entire 5th segment of this show and name everybody that participates in the barn party. And that'll be boring for anybody that doesn't, so you probably better get on board with it now so you can be you can get a shout out.
The Getter Barn Party.
Drum Party Drumsticks.
And these are at cowboylogiclaser.com. That's Ron's company. He can laser anything you want. And
all right, Dr. Boy Wonder.
Awesome.
Let's get back in here.
So,
because you disclosed last segment that you are significantly younger than we are, and
okay,
yeah, so
yeah, really.
Although we're pretty damn healthy for being old farts, I'd say that.
All right,
okay,
all right.
But that's because of all the great stuff that you and Dr. Artis do and all these frontline doctors. In fact, we want to talk about your book in a second, but if you want, if you're vaccinated or if you're not vaccinated, what really could you say most people should have? We have it on our website at cowboylogic.us at the /health, but What are the biggies that you really suggest?
You know, the biggies that we've gotten into, Donna, number one, to deal with the 5G signal and the 6G signal and all these frequencies that are around is grounding, number one. I can't do without it. In the last 3 years, I've slept exactly one night without being grounded, and it felt like I got run over by a truck when I woke up in the morning. So that's one of our primary recommendations for everyone. You're actually alkalizing your body when you ground. So you're making your body strong. You're charging yourself up as a battery. It's a beautiful thing.
How do you do that? How do you?
It's super simple. We have a free guide on our web page. You can go to energetichealthinstitute.org. And if you look, you'll see free gifts as one of the menu options. Just drop down. You'll see EMF guide. And we'll show you how to simply ground your bed. It's super simple. There are plenty of great products out there. Every product I test works in the grounding field. So you basically put a grounding mat on your mattress, and then you put a grounding sheet on the grounding mat. And one of the big complaints for people was that they were buying these grounding sheets and they would work for a month or two and then they'd stop working. Well, that's because people were washing them and oils build up on them and stuff like that. But when you put a grounding mat underneath the grounding sheet, and now you have both of those working, it doesn't matter if the grounding sheet starts to break down, because the energy, the electricity literally is coming through the grounding mat and will still come through the grounding sheet.
All right.
So it lasts for a long time.
We are prepared to be lectured now.
I know what he's going to say.
As a gift to each other, once I ended up becoming a Medicare recipient, we went out and we got rid of our bed that we've had for many years, and we got a Tempur-Pedic smart bed. Okay? So it's got all the things in it you don't like. All right.
Okay, good.
It moves around on us.
Electronics.
You know, and it's all that. Is there anything? Because I got to be honest, man, I'm getting pretty good sleep.
I'm not, because we have a 65-pound dog that always
Puppy
manages
Bannon
to come
gets up
on
in
one
there
side
too.
of the bed.
But aside from him, can we ground this bed as well?
Absolutely, you can.
Because I got to tell you,
the surface. Yeah,
it costs a lot of money.
I got to be honest with you. I'm not real happy with this bed. I'm just not. But maybe it's me. But he loves it, so it is what it is.
Okay, so if I'm talking to Donna, this would be your excuse to get rid of the bed. If I'm talking to Don, you can salvage the bed and make it work. So you all will figure that out.
We're still within the 100 days. We're still within the 100-day trial.
We got two master bedroom suites in this house. So I think I'll be sleeping on that bed.
And I get the dog. I prefer that. No,
love you, baby. Good night. And then the door closes.
All right, but there's other things, like you're always telling me, don't keep your phone next to your bed when you're charging it. Right. Don't use the microwave oven. I mean, AZ Sarah, one of our great viewers, she's always telling me, I never use the micro. I'm like, how can you not live without a micro? It's terrible. I don't know how you do it.
Well, I think there's some things that you got to be willing to do. And it really comes down to, I'm reading this great book right now, guys, called The Invisible Rainbow. And it's by Arthur Furstenberg. And it's the complete history of electricity since we started using like the telegraph and since the major communication systems come on. The fascinating thing about this book is that he ties like the Spanish flu pandemic, every pandemic, to when we made a huge leap in electricity usage. And he shows that it's actually not a infective disease process. It's a experience of how our bodies are adapting to the new electricity that's in the invisible rainbow all around us. So we've adapted. We were born into this. We kind of know it a little bit better than people maybe in the early 1800s would, right? They wouldn't be able to live easily today if you teleported them into this time. But if they were grounding, they would be able to. You see, the beautiful thing about grounding, especially when you're sleeping at night, we've confirmed this with bright field and dark field microscopy, is that you've all seen where the red blood cells start getting stuck together. Have you seen those kind of things where they form, like they call it a stack of coins, the rouleau? Well, that's because you're getting exposed to too much EMFs. And so what we found is it takes at least 3 hours, consecutive hours of grounding for all of that, the red blood cells to separate back out again. And we have visual evidence and all this stuff. So what I came up with was the sleep system, saying, well, if grounding works, when are we going to get 3 consecutive hours of grounding? Well, that's going to happen when we're sleeping. So if we can set the beds up and we can just retrofit the beds to be grounding areas, then now when you're sleeping at night, your red blood cells are separated, you're getting more oxygen into your tissues, you're powering your body up, you're getting all of these incredible benefits. So it's definitely worth an exploration with that 10%.
So the two things that you're suggesting for everybody to get for their beds is A, a what, and B, a what?
A grounding mat, and then B, a grounding sheet, a fitted grounding sheet on top of it. And you plug them both into a properly wired home. So your home has to be wired correctly, but you plug them both into the grounding, that third port, that grounding port on there. Yeah. And now what's happening is when EMFs are hitting your body, they go directly into the ground, directly into the grounding mat and everything. And people can go to the website, energetichealthinstitute.org, go to the free gifts, get the EMF guide. There's a free water guide there as well. All you got to do is put in your email, and it has you visual step-by-step and which companies we've already set up with so you can get a discount. And I've tested all the products. It works, and it works universally, which is so exciting.
And you have a Healing Made Easy membership where you naturally deal with problems. You have Zoom calls at least a couple times a month. Promo code 1776 if you join, folks, and that helps the show as well. But energetichealthinstitute.org. All right, we only got a minute left now, and this is what I really wanted to bring you on for. Chemtrails. Chemtrails.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, we're here in Georgia, and I see them everywhere.
Well, let's keep it real simple then for everybody. 2 habits you have to get into when you see a chemtrail. We have all of the testing, visual evidence on this. I've been in multiple documentaries and everything about this. 2 things you got to do. You see a chemtrail, number 1, take boron. You come into the Healing Made Easy using promo code 1776. I'll tell you how much of the boron that you're going to need. But come in. We talk about this stuff all the time. The second thing you need to do within 24 hours of seeing a chemtrail is make sure that you sweat. Sweat in any kind of sauna, but especially an infrared sauna. You will get all of that aluminum and all of that other stuff that's coming with it. You'll get it out of the body before it becomes a part of your cellular structure. And that's where you start playing with power.
And that's every day here in Georgia. I got to tell you, we're in the middle of nowhere, and I'm seeing them all over the place. It's ridiculous.
This was not supposed to happen with this administration, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
We got to deal with it.
Especially, obviously with the EPA. Okay, again, energetichealthinstitute.org, promo code 1776. You can find Dr. Ely there, naturally deal with problems, Zoom calls 2 times a month. Again, this is the best thing, I think, that we found for everybody to really have natural healing. And there's nobody that knows more than love, logic, light, and freedom than Dr. Ely. And your new book coming out, we'll have you back on before that comes out this summer, talking about the philosophy of healing. Dr. Henry Ely, we thank you so much again. energetichealthinstitute.org, promo code 1776. And we'll be back with more Cowboy Logic right after this.
At Arlington's rose, white stone standing still, she drapes every hero against their last will. Finest slow salute, a widow's soft tears. Your colors bring comfort to all of the years. Every star holds a name. Every star holds a tear. Our boys are gone forever.
Everybody hates Beth. She eats all the food she loves and stays slim. Kim starves herself dieting, yet still can't lose weight. Beth is full of energy. Kim always feels tired. Beth has an unfair advantage. She takes Almaced, a breakthrough health and weight loss shake that optimizes your metabolism to help you lose weight in a whole new way.
I couldn't lose weight no matter how much I exercise. I tried Almaced. I lost 26 pounds.
The reason you're having trouble losing weight could be a liver clogged with fat that's slowing your metabolism, making it very difficult to lose weight and stubborn belly fat. Almaced is a scientifically proven food supplement that uses natural amino acids and bioactive peptides to help unclog your liver and optimize your metabolism, so it's easier to lose weight.
My name is Stephanie Phillips Solar, and I'm an Almaced success story. I was able to lose 67 pounds with Almaced in roughly 7 to 8 months.
My weight is down. I feel much more energetic than I have in the past.
Over the course of time, I lost a total of 25 pounds. So thank you, Almacet.
Almacet is all natural, supports healthy blood sugar levels, and it's diabetic friendly. Some weight loss plans have you feel weak and hungry, but Almacet will renew your energy, and you can lose weight and feel great.
Almacet's unique protein can truly absorb in your body and aid with weight loss.
Studies showed Almacet helps you lose double the weight compared to other diets.
The fact is, Almacet works, and I highly recommend it.
Go to almacet.com now to get started for just $39.99. That's $4 a meal. We guarantee you can lose weight or you'll get your money back. Be like Beth and get the unfair weight loss advantage with Almacet.
Healthy plants guaranteed to thrive, handpicked for you. That's what FastGrowingTrees.com delivers. And every tree comes with our Alive and Thrive guarantee. Get the plants you want and the results you'll love. Save now at FastGrowingTrees.com.
Leaf Filter is America's #1 gutter protection system because it's built right. And you know me, I don't just take their word for it. I visited their lab and I was impressed. I saw how Leaf Filter is engineered to keep debris out of the gutters and water flowing, helping prevent costly damage, all backed by Leaf Filter's clog-free guarantee. When it's built right, it shows. That's why it's Homes approved.
Schedule your free gutter inspection today. Call 877-77-HOMES or visit leaffilter.com/homes.
Did you know that thousands of authors across the country have written books and published them with Page Publishing? If you've written a book, Page Publishing can help you through the process. We cut through the confusion of the publishing world to make it easy for you.
Call or scan for your free writer's guide today.
No fear.
No fear.
Man, is that appropriate?
It certainly is.
For our next guest.
This gentleman has no fear, and he's going to make his debut on Cowboy Logic, but you've seen him on various shows on Real America's Voice and elsewhere, and he is a personal friend of Donald Trump, known him since the military academy. Let's bring him on. That is one Peter Tickton, Esquire. It is such an honor to have you on our show, sir. Thank you so much.
Well, it's mutual. I'm really honored to be here.
Going back to the military academy, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you were bossing POTUS around. Am I correct?
Not at all. No,
I thought you outranked him.
But you were his platoon leader.
I thought you outranked him.
No, people misunderstand that. He was my captain.
Oh, okay.
And he appointed me to be the platoon sergeant.
Okay, all right.
Of the first platoon.
Hey, I got it wrong, everybody. There you go. We always admit when we say something wrong.
Okay, but here's the thing. Your book, What Makes Trump Tick? All right, that's what I want to know. What makes him tick? I mean, can we bottle it? Because he's tireless. This guy does. Every time I look up at Rav, he's on, doing he's honoring somebody, or he's talking about some policy, or he's taking questions from the idiots in the press corps. I mean, he is totally tireless. I remember when I flew in the helicopter watching the QE2 trying to do like a K-turn in the Hudson River one year. And I'm thinking to myself, this is what Donald Trump is doing. He's got the weight of the world on his shoulder, and he's trying to turn an entire world around to try to reemerge the United States back as a major player after it's been downgraded for decades, really.
He's doing it. And I got to tell you, I always knew he was smart. He and I basically competed for marks. We each ended up getting in the college of our choice, but I didn't know he was this smart. What he's doing in terms of changing the world it's phenomenal. I mean, we look at him and we think he went into Venezuela, and that had to do with Venezuela, which it did. And we think that he went into Iran, and that had to do with Iran, which of course it does. But really, this is how he's bringing China into line. Rather than waging war with China, which is obviously something we're not going to want to do. And China needs the oil from Venezuela and Iran, or it's in deep trouble.
Yeah.
So, this is not, and not everything that he does is obvious in terms of exactly what he's really doing and what the real effects are. Although Iran, the way I look at Iran, I say if you were a state trooper and you had your gun drawn and a bead on some perpetrator of crime that basically had a gun on his holster, when do you shoot him dead? When he's standing there? When he goes for his gun? Or after his gun is already aimed at your head? Obviously, it's when he goes for his gun. And that's what Iran was doing. It was going for its gun.
The Middle East is an issue just because of the Muslim angle, because if they're Sharia compliant, they can lie to us infidels, which I think we're seeing now has been done at this point with Saudi Arabia. And so it's a much deeper problem. These people, they're almost like the kamikaze pilots in World War II. They don't care if they die. So it's a whole nother mindset that he's got to deal with that's crazy. Yet, I talk to people around here. Oh, all you hear is the price of, eggs or the price of a gallon of gas. Nobody realizes a gallon of gas now in China is $20. It's slow rolling, but like I said before, he's turning the tide to favor the United States. Tankers are coming here to fill up now. And this is amazing how long-sighted he is from so many different angles.
Yeah. Do you know about the Battle of Vienna by any chance?
No.
It was in 1683. That's when the Christians were able to overcome the Islamists. We won the Battle of Vienna in 1683. And, it's funny because to this day we eat a pastry that was made in honor of that battle. It was in the shape of the Islam symbol, the crescent moon. And to this day, we eat croissants in celebration of the Battle of Vienna without knowing exactly why we're eating them, although Muslims are not supposed to eat those. But after the Battle of Vienna, we went through our Renaissance age, we went through our Industrial Revolution, and we kept the Islamists down. We kept them down for hundreds of years, and they hate us for it. Okay. So when you're talking, what you were just saying is so true, because this isn't something that's recent. This is something that's in their blood at this point. It's hundreds and hundreds of years. The Battle of Vienna, 1683, the date of that battle was September 11th. And that's why our towers came down on September 11th, because that's the date of their loss. So, I just thought I'd fill
and
that
they
in
do
for you a
like
little bit.
anniversaries.
Fascinating.
So they do
Thank
like,
you.
yeah, is fascinating because they like anniversaries. Benghazi was on 9/11. All this stuff is so predictable. It drives me nuts that people don't see this. How can we outlaw Sharia law? I mean, quite honestly, I know you'd thrown your hat in the ring for AG, and I'd love to see you as AG. But you have that direct.
Hold on.
What?
Sir, that would be so awesome.
It would. Because you have such a direct connection with the president. We need to outlaw Sharia law and the Muslim Brotherhood and care. Otherwise, we're screwed.
Well, this is exactly what we're fighting. People don't understand what's going on. They think that we're still Democrats versus Republicans, and we talk about the cheating in the election and the rigging of the 2020 election, especially, which is now still current. Okay, people think that why go back so far to 2020, but they don't understand that the people that basically rigged our election and stole our country for 4 years, they didn't leave the planet, because Donald Trump got elected. They're still here and they're still looking to take over again. And they have plans for the midterms that are very frightening, as a matter of fact.
I agree.
So, we have to look at these people and understand what's going on. But it's not Democrats versus Republicans. The Democrat Party has been taken over by the globalists, the extremists to the left. That means that they are basically the merchants for, or the representatives of China, old Iran, old Venezuela, Cuba, Serbia. I mean, these are the countries that were involved in stealing our election in 2020. Now, I do a lot of election cases. This is one of the reasons that I had to throw my hat in the ring, is because, I understand different things that happen because of the work that I do. And it's necessary that our Attorney General understand that we're at war. Now, it's a surreptitious war. China isn't coming over here, with shooting bullets at us. That would be so much more easy to understand and so much easier to contain. Instead, they're hurting us every way they can get away with it. They sent a biological weapon here, in terms of the COVID-19. Whether it escaped from the lab by mistake or not, we can't prove that. But there's no question about the fact that after it had infected the population of Wuhan, they stopped all air traffic to all of the other major cities of China from the Wuhan area.
Right.
And
Exactly.
instead, they sent everybody here to the United States and Western Europe. Mm-hmm. That was an attack from Chinese to Caucasians. Just because we aren't racist doesn't mean that they're not.
Exactly.
Hold that thought, because we're going to do a break now, and I do want to get into the election situation. Obviously, they didn't have enough rigged votes for Hillary, so they had to bump it up to 81 million for Joe Biden in 2020. We'll get back with more with Peter Tickton, Esquire, right after this.
Here's to the fallen. They stood in the gap. To the laughter and letters that never came back. I'll hold you close till my last breath is gone. Oh, glory, sweet glory.
Hey, I'm Dr. Drupinski. I've been looking at the aging process for a long time. Fatty 15 actually slows it down. Fatty 15 comes out of Navy dolphin research. Without the C15, our cells become fragile and age and oxidize. This pushes that back. That's why I take Fatty 15.
This is Fubo. It's your way to watch ESPN and other top sports networks. Plus, get coverage of your local teams all year long. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
1 in 4 kids grows up without a father. That's not just a bland statistic. It's a national crisis. I'm John Popola, host of Dad Saves America and CEO of Emergent Order Foundation. I like to say we're what it would look like if Warner Brothers and PBS had a baby that actually loved America. We're building a movement that defends the family and calls men to step up, not check out. Visit dsa-rav.com today to take a stand for fatherhood and the American family.
Water, nature's ultimate cleaner. We drink it. We bathe in it. Think water, think steam, think clean. Now harness the power of water with the H2O X5 5-in-1 steam cleaning system.
I'm so impressed with the X5. It's an all-in-one product. I can use it throughout my entire house.
It's cleaning, it's sanitizing. There's no chemicals in it. It's just steam.
This is unbelievable. There is no more odor. 5 minutes, I'm done. Look at that. It's amazing.
If you're ready to step into an effective, economical, and eco-safe world of cleaning, look no further than the H2O X5. Using just the power of superheated water, the X5 Super Hot Steam cleans and kills up to 99% of germs, viruses, and bacteria. You could spend over $500 to purchase the products that the X5 5-in-1 Miracle replaces. But through this special TV offer, you won't spend $400, $300, or even $200. Order your H2O X5 Steam Cleaning System, a $500 value, for just 4 easy payments of $43. You'll get the X5 Steam Mop with microfiber pad, the carpet glider, the handheld scrubber, the window glass and mirror attachment, and the garment and upholstery bonnet. It's a complete 10-piece system, all this for just 4 easy payments of $43. But it gets even better. Order now and we'll upgrade your X5 package. We'll add a 6th mode with a dusting and polishing wand. Valued at over $30, this extra bonus attachment makes your H2O X5 the H2O X6. That means your 10-piece system becomes a 12-piece system at no extra cost to you. If after 30 days you're not absolutely delighted, send it back for a full refund of the purchase price. Don't wait. Now's your chance to own the X5 for just 4 easy payments, and we'll make the first payment for you. You get the X5 incredible 5-in-1 lightweight, powerful 12-piece steam cleaning system, a $500 value, all for just 3 easy payments of $43. This offer can't last forever, so call or click right now.
Every star holds a name. Every stripe holds a team. Our boys are gone forever, but old glory's still here. Here's to the fallen. They stood in the gap, to the laughter and letters that never came back. I'll hold you close till my last breath is gone. Oh, glory, the sweet glory, will tarry
Every star, every stripe. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you. We want to thank you from the bottom of our heart, because last week when this dropped, I received text messages very early in the morning after the 6 o'clock show saying that you guys had slammed this song on the download charts, and we're going to hammer this thing the entire month. Let's take it to number 1. Let's show the recording industry that Real America's Music is now a real serious player in this industry.
Absolutely.
But let's get back to the gentleman that I pray to God above will be our next Attorney General. I would, outside of my family and possessions like my grandfather's ring, I'd give just about anything to have you there, sir.
That would be one Peter Tickton, Esquire, making his debut on Cowboy Logic, but, you know, you've seen him on a lot of RAV shows as well with Trennis Evans, among others. But, sir, pick up where you left off, because, and then I want to get into the election situation.
Okay, well, where was I exactly?
I think it was more, the elections in general, and how we need to, nothing's changed.
Okay, all right. Well, the machines can dictate the results of the elections. And this is not something I'm certain about because, I've been involved in Tina Peters' case. I'm her lead counsel. I've been involved and am counsel for Stephanie Lambert in terms of her criminal cases, one of which was just dismissed, thank God. But these aren't criminal cases where you have somebody committing a crime. These are criminal cases where they make the crime up afterward, the way they did with Donald Trump, where they just made it out of, whole cloth. Mm-hmm. And for what? Because after the 2020 election, she was able to get machines to her experts who were able to analyze them and see how the election was fixed by the Venezuelans who had the machines that were programmed by the Serbians. And this whole thing worked out of a data center that was in Belgrade, Serbia. That's why Donald Trump is president of the United States, is because some very brave Americans, of which Patrick Byrne was involved as well, basically neutralized their data center that would have otherwise given the election to Kamala Harris. So, my nightmare scenario, which I can't say is going to happen, but I'm just praying that it doesn't happen. But the nightmare scenario is that the machines rig the elections, which they can. They're already. They believe me. I'm well aware that this is a very easy possibility for them. And they certainly have the gall to be able to do what they want, because we all knew that they cheated in the 2020 election when we woke up the next morning and the results were changed and we saw the graphs and so on that were just impossible. So, we knew that the election had been rigged, and they'll do it again. They don't care if we know that the election's rigged, but this time they don't need to rig it for the president. This time all they need to do is change the votes. There's 22 Republican senators that are up for re-election. If they can defeat 18 of them, they'll have 67 votes in the Senate. Mm-hmm. They don't even need 67 because they've got some rhinos that will go with them with whatever they want to do.
John Thune. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. The machines have gone to court and lost in 60 some odd cases, because the real bottom line is the ballots. That is the proof. And those 60 cases were all dismissed mainly because of standing. No evidence was ever shown to any judge who ever said the machines aren't cooking this election. That has never happened, because the machines are cooking it. And you're right about the ballot stuffing. That's done as well. Mm-hmm. But the real we were able to, to use Donald Trump's words, too big to rig. That's the way it was in 2024, because they did also stuff the ballots, but they didn't have the machines. These machines, we've seen machines that have phone chips on the motherboard of the tabulators. Mm-hmm. So these machines are easily accessed, or they actually call out to the central computers that tell them what to do. And the Dominion machines, we know that they're connected with VPN. So we know that they are connected, and we know that they're instructed, and we know that they change the votes. We know from Andrew Paquette, for instance, how the voter rolls are all added to with modified duplicates that are basically there and pulled out of archives, voted, and put back into archives. And New York State alone has 2 million of those. Well, that's the thing. There's virtually every single state, and you can see it scrolling on X, has 200,000, 300,000 more voters than are eligible. I'm from New Jersey. I saw it happen with Citarelli. They said, okay, 400,000 more people voted this last go round, when New Jersey doesn't have 400,000 new voters. If anything, 400,000 left the state. And John Thune, I'm sorry, in South Dakota, many thousands more eligible voters, or ineligible voters, I should say, than were eligible. So to me, a lot of these senators know they wouldn't normally be there. That's why they're against the Save America Act. This is huge. I mean, we really, if we don't get this, we just got to get rid of the machines. It's just obvious. But if we don't get the Save America Act in, why can we? If there's anybody Donald Trump is too nice to, it's John Thune. I'm sorry, I just don't know why. And he's blocking his recess appointments as well.
Believe me, I'm so well aware. We see it. This is the reality that we're all living and watching. But in terms of the machines, if the voter rolls, what I'm talking about aren't other ineligible voters or dead voters and so on. I'm talking about where, if you were to look, you'd see Peter Tickton, in where I vote, and there might be 3 other Peter Ticktons with the same Social Security number, the same driver's license number, the same phone number, the same address, a little different sometimes with the date of birth, and a little bit of a difference with sometimes the name. The middle name will be an initial rather than the full name. This is what we find. This is what are there. And they're not exactly in the active voter rolls. They're in the archives. Nothing ever gets deleted from the voter rolls. When they realize that somebody died, they don't delete them. They put them in the archives. And the machines that are able to access the archives bring the voters out, vote them, and put them back in, so they can control the outcome. That's how they got 81 million voters for Biden, because that's the system that they're using.
All right, we got about a minute left.
Here's the scary scenario.
Yeah. We got about a minute left. What gets me is, why hasn't the RNC looked in down ballot? Because those ballots are kept for 22 months. I really think you can't tell me Ruben Gallego beat Carrie Lake after Arizona voted for Donald Trump. It just doesn't work that way. I bet we have 5 senators that we should have that supposedly lost, and probably 10 to 12 congressmen. You got about a minute left.
Okay, so the scary scenario is in the event that the machines are in play and they take that number of senators, because on day 1, which is January 5th, just 62 days later after the election, it's going to go really fast. And on that 62nd day, that's when the senators and that's when the Congress people take the House take their seats. First order of business, elect the Speaker. Hakeem Jeffries is going to be the Speaker. Second order of business, impeach both Donald Trump and J.D. Vance together. That's what people are missing. Then it goes over to the Senate. If they remove them, who's our president? Hakeem Jeffries.
Yeah.
This is one of the most frightening scenarios that I can even imagine.
Yep. All right. When we get back, the next segment, sir, I want to get into how this can be fixed. And one way would be for your former schoolmate to tap you on the shoulder and send you into the role of AG, which would be an amazing move.
It needs to go into hyperdrive at this point.
But at that point, let's find out how we can solve this mess, because I agree it would be instantaneous. We've got the great Peter Tickton in here with us, ladies and gentlemen. We got him for one more segment. We'll be right back.
And now here's Chris Cunahan with the Leaf Filter Gutter Report and what changing weather conditions can mean for your home. Chris?
Our patented leaf filter technology keeps your gutters clog-free year-round, no matter where you live, no matter the climate. Locally trained professionals will clean, repair, and install the Leaf Filter Gutter Protection System. Leaf Filter guarantees clog-free gutters for the life of your home. Schedule your free inspection today. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or visit leaffilter.com.
Pam lost weight. Must be on the fat shot drugs.
Ugh, she looks amazing.
Girls, of course it's weight loss shots. She's never been able to lose weight before.
But wait, she has energy, and she doesn't have that saggy weight loss face.
It's not the shots or a crash diet. It's Almacet, the natural superfood protein shake that lets you lose weight in a healthy way. Forget shots. Did you know that research shows that most people drop off popular weight loss diets in a year and gain the weight back? Worse yet, they lost lean muscle and zapped their metabolism. With Almacet, you can maintain 100% of your muscle mass.
I dropped the weight, but I didn't lose the muscle mass. That was very important.
Lose up to 2 dress sizes in 6 weeks.
I had lost 45 pounds. I say it's a miracle in a can.
I went from a size 18 to a size 8.
The reason why you're having trouble losing weight could be a liver clogged with fat. Almacet is a scientifically proven food supplement that uses natural amino acids to help unclog your liver and optimize your metabolism, so it's easier to lose weight.
Almacet helps you have younger looking skin and hair with amino acids your body needs to build collagen naturally.
I feel better, my skin's healthier, my hair's better.
I went from 260 pounds to 175. I wasn't hungry. It made me feel full. There was no side effects.
Almacet naturally reduces the hunger hormone, so you feel full and eat less. Go to almacet.com now to get started for just $39.99. That's $4 a meal.
It was Almacet, not the fat shots? Mind blown.
Almacet is not a substitute for prescription medicines and is not intended to treat any condition associated with GLP-1 therapy. See scientific studies supporting our claims at almacet.com/research.
This is a bottlenose dolphin, and this is the breakthrough nutrient doctors discovered that helped dolphins age healthier. Now, over 100 peer-reviewed studies later, it can help you age healthier too. Discover how at fatty15.com.
Did you know that thousands of authors across the country have written books and published them with Page Publishing? If you've written a book, Page Publishing can help you through the process. We cut through the confusion of the publishing world to make it easy for you.
Call or scan for your free writer's guide today.
You want to pay J6ers? You're damn right I want to pay J6ers. If you got wronged by the government, then you should be made right.
Pay them now. Now. We are so tired of asking you people to do this. And all we're getting is members of Congress that are trying to figure out a way not to pay them now.
But they'll pay the Taliban now.
You've ruined these people.
Yeah, they pay the Taliban still $40 million a week, I believe, is the latest. And the Senate is just, whiffing on this whole thing. But
all right, well, this esteemed guest that we have for these 3 segments, ladies and gentlemen, we are hoping that the message will reach President Trump that this needs to be our next Attorney General of the United States. Sir, if our prayers come true here, come to reality, and you end up assuming that role, how do you fix this? What happens starting on day one as Peter Tickton, the Attorney General for the United States?
Well, starting on day one, we have to fix the Department of Justice before we can use it, in a sense. And in other words, we've got a lot of people in there that don't belong. And when we look at what has happened in this country right now, believe me, there are many, many, many people all over the United States. And I know because I do pardon work. So I've got people calling me and telling me their stories. And there are people all over the United States who are really relatively innocent or completely innocent that are being prosecuted or persecuted because they were MAGA and so on. It started in the Biden administration in terms of going after MAGA, but it's still happening. There are still people that are still being charged, and the charges are going forward. We need to stop it. really what happened was even before Biden, we had a problem because let me put it this way. In 1998, 32% of all of our crime were drugs, possession, trafficking, importing, growing, mainly marijuana. Most of that is gone now. 25% or so of our crime from years ago is gone, but we didn't reduce our police force by 25%, and we didn't reduce the number of prosecutors by 25%. So these people have to basically rationalize their existence going after people that are relatively innocent because there just aren't enough bank robberies to go around. So the first thing I need to do is we need to get a handle on that, and it's going to happen really fast. Believe me, defense counsel are going to let us know who their clients are. Things are going to happen very, very quickly where we're going to get a lot of charges of innocent Americans thrown out, because the J6ers weren't the only innocent Americans that are that were targeted by the Justice Department. Believe me, there's many, many, many more. So that's going to free up a lot of AUSAs. It's going to give us the manpower that we're going to be able to need, because there's a whole other segment of criminality that's occurring in the United States. There's an insurrection that's going on in the United States. There's foreign countries that are trying to take over the United States again the way they did in 2020. And we need to be able to stop that. And so that's where I get the manpower, not by just going out and all of a sudden having to hire a bunch of people, but we already have them working for us doing BS charges. Mm-hmm. So let's get rid of the BS charges and let's direct them to stopping what has basically permeated our entire country. There are judges that need to be looked at. I mean, look, when I talk about judges, I want to make it really clear. Like, I practice in Palm Beach County and Broward County, mainly in Florida. We've got a great bench. We've got good, honest judges. I don't have a problem with the judges in Florida. But I'm talking about some that we know of that were, let's just say, in the District of Columbia. I'm talking about people whose passions are overcoming what they should be doing as judges, where they are actually assisting those that are in an insurrection against Donald Trump. And they need to be looked at, and some of them need to be prosecuted. I saw your previous, something discussed before about, or from DeSantis, where he's talking about, impeaching the judges. You can't impeach a judge because they make terrible decisions, but you can look at those decisions and decide whether or not that's part of an insurrection and deal with it from that point of view. I think once we see a couple of judges behind bars, I think the rest of these insurrectionist judges are going to start understanding that they had better behave themselves, because we really need to look at all of them.
But even the judges, sir, even the judges that were prosecuting Trump in the Southern District of New York, they had nefarious means. Their family members are making millions off of this. And none of this is low-hanging fruit. This is what's so frustrating for MAGA. Now, John Brennan, again, and James Comey with the Russia hoax, that's been going on for 10 years. There's no statute of limitations on treason, as far as I know. I know you say, though, it obviously goes higher to the people who are funding all of this, the George Soroses. I mean, Bukele got rid of, in El Salvador, got rid of George Soros immediately and fired all the judges and I don't know if that can be done now. Can the D.C. Circuit be at least dissolved and moved out elsewhere? It's low-hanging fruit. There were hundreds of J6ers the first year. 600, 700, 800 the first year that were already prosecuted, some only a few weeks after J6. The Democrats hit the ground running. We sit there and we're just too nice.
I know. It's frustrating all of us. I mean, everyone I speak to, and let's call it the base, thinks the same way that I'm thinking. Why isn't anything getting done? Why are we not seeing charges against these people? Look at the people that actually organized January 6th. Okay, because I'm not sure if you're aware, but because I was marshaling the evidence directly under Donald Trump for January 6th, I learned a lot more than most people know. But we literally have videotapes of meetings on Zoom with hundreds of people that were participating, where they were planning. And I'm talking about before the election, back to September of 2020, where they were literally planning to break the windows in the Capitol building on January 6th so that the protesters would come into the building. This was all orchestrated by the real criminals. And we know who they are. And we know what they did, and we've got evidence about it. Yet nobody's going after them. Nobody's going after. I mean, there's so many people that are involved in the election fraud that we know who they are and what they've done, and nobody's doing it. Now, maybe it is happening behind the scenes. It's not happening in the DOJ, though, the way it's supposed to be happening.
Correct.
Certainly not fast enough.
That's going after it.
No, and we've seen
January 2027 is going to come really fast, ladies and gentlemen. And if this goes sideways on us, just like you said in the last segment, this is going to be a terrible day.
The Save America Act has to get passed.
In regard to that, to answer your question in regard to that, as to what I would do first, well, that's another thing that needs to be set up immediately. We need to bring in the experts. I'm already talking to them in terms of what we need to be able to observe, and look at before the election, and then what we need to jump on in order to get immediately after the election. Because believe me, 62 days is going to go by like it's going to be 5 minutes. It's going to seem like.
And you have 90 days before an election where you can't change anything. So if this Save America Act isn't done before the summer, it's so frustrating.
The Save America Act doesn't stop the machines. And if we don't stop the machines to do hand counting, we know what's going to happen.
But same-day voting would help.
All right, I got to cut both of you off because we're out of time.
I want another hour with you, sir.
Mr. Tickton, please, it would be an honor for you to stay with us as we go into the most beautiful national anthem ever sung, that by our beloved J6ers in the D.C. Gulag, C2B. Gentlemen, hats off. Ladies and gentlemen, hands over your hearts. We appreciate the fact that you have trusted us with 2 hours of your valuable time, ladies and gentlemen. Peter Tickton, thank you, sir, for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
God bless.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
1 in 4 kids grows up without a father. That's not just a bland statistic. It's a national crisis. I'm John Popola, host of Dad Saves America and CEO of Emergent Order Foundation. I like to say we're what it would look like if Warner Brothers and PBS had a baby that actually loved America. We're building a movement that defends the family and calls men to step up, not check out. Visit dsa-rav.com today to take a stand for fatherhood and the American family.
Water, nature's ultimate cleaner. We drink it, we bathe in it. Think water, think steam, think clean. Now harness the power of water with the H2O X5 5-in-1 steam cleaning system.
I'm so impressed with the X5.
It's an all-in-one product, so I can use it throughout my entire house.
It's cleaning, it's sanitizing, there's no chemicals in it. It's just steam.
This is unbelievable. There is no more odor. 5 minutes, I'm done. Look at that, it's amazing.
If you're ready to step into an effective, economical, and eco-safe world of cleaning, look no further than the H2O X5. Using just the power of superheated water, the X5 Super Hot Steam cleans and kills up to 99% of germs, viruses, and bacteria. You could spend over $500 to purchase the products that the X5 5-in-1 Miracle replaces. But through this special TV offer, you won't spend $400, $300, or even $200. Order your H2O X5 steam cleaning system, a $500 value, for just 4 easy payments of $43. You'll get the X5 steam mop with microfiber pad, the carpet glider, the handheld scrubber, the window glass and mirror attachment, and the garment and upholstery bonnet. It's a complete 10-piece system, all this for just 4 easy payments of $43. But it gets even better. Order now and we'll upgrade your X5 package. We'll add a 6th mode with a dusting and polishing wand. Valued at over $30, this extra bonus attachment makes your H2O X5 the H2O X6. That means your 10-piece system becomes a 12-piece system at no extra cost to you. If after 30 days you're not absolutely delighted, send it back for a full refund of the purchase price. Don't wait. Now's your chance to own the X5 for just 4 easy payments, and we'll make the first payment for you. You get the X5 incredible 5-in-1 lightweight, powerful 12-piece steam cleaning system, a $500 value, all for just 3 easy payments of $43. This offer can't last forever, so call or click right now.